The transport industry has many anomalies that provide avenues for business to enter into the Australian market. Though electric trucks are probably the sub-industry that will be a massive game changer in the coming decade within Australia and the world. With Australian road freight industry at $47 billion in revenue and the semi-trailer and truck retail industry just coming in at $201 million, the industry is currently very strong in Australia. There is predicted to be a 3.2% rise in revenue for a truck dealer industry, showing great growth for purchasing of trucks within the Australian market. This market in Australia mainly consists of the eastern states of New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland. Because of the large container ports and the major population area of Australia being on this side of the country, this demonstrates the industry is strong, has growth and is best entered in the three eastern states, but may have a small but meaningful growth opportunity in other states for new variant entrants. The main sub-industry that is untapped is the electric small to medium truck segment that over recent time has shown potential to grow and fast. Porter's 540 shows that the rivalry amongst competitive players is quite high, with traditional players such as, but not limited to, Daimler, Isuzu and Mercedes dominating the arena. The threat of new entrants and the threat of substitute products services shows that these firms in the industry will be facing major change in the coming decade as major haulage companies try to bring their industry into a more environmental and economic framework, specifically with electric truck companies from overseas in China and the US as they begin to push into the global market. The power of customers is high in this industry, though with major companies being wary of change as the industry has only seen slow incremental change in trucking technology over the last 50 years. Suppliers of trucks have developed relationships based on trust, reliance on products that add value to their business. This is probably why China's BYD auto truck company has teamed with Macquarie Group to bring the electric trucks to the Australian market. The high initial cost of electric trucks has allowed for this cooperation between BYD and Macquarie. Macquarie will provide financing packages, including a leasing model that will allow truck companies to offset the cost of fuels for their traditional trucks. With fuel costs predicted to soar by 2020, these initiatives will incentivize the move towards electric trucks in a decade to come. Meanwhile, in Australia, companies such as SEA Electric have begun to show that the manufacturing and development of electric trucks in Australia is a growing segment of the industry. The Victorian SEA Automotive Technology Company currently has three variants in the SEA Drive brand: a van, a 9 to 13 ton truck, and a 14 ton to 17 ton truck. This move by SEA not only highlights the coming change in the industry, but shows the entry segment of the market that will best be utilized in electric truck companies in the Australian market, small and medium haulage companies. The anomaly of electric trucks exists because of the need to cut running costs and become more environmentally friendly in both image and ethos of these firms. The BYD and Macquarie cooperation shows that the high cost barrier that exists in Australia can be overcome through strategic entry initiatives that create value for the firm and the customer. This is just one of the many areas in the transport industry that will be affected over the coming decade and will hopefully lead to more competition within the industry, driving down costs for the end consumer.